Strength is not measured by how easily life hurts you. True strength is revealed in how calmly you withstand the blows that inevitably come your way. Life is a constant test, a series of moments that challenge your limits, probing whether you have learned to protect your mind or if you will let every disturbance rush in unchecked. Think about it. No one can truly insult you unless you give them permission. No one can disturb your peace unless you leave your mind unguarded. The weakest point has always been within you. Life doesn't create the cracks. It simply exposes the ones you've neglected to fortify. If you want to transform, begin by becoming vigilant, not against the world, but against your own tendency to surrender your power at the first sign of discomfort. Life arrives unannounced. Will you meet it with strength, or will you be swept away by every storm? Building walls, not prisons. Transformation doesn't arrive politely. It begins the moment you grow weary of your own fragility. I remember the day I saw it clearly. I was surrounded by people who moved through storms without flinching, their peace untouched while I trembled at the smallest drizzle. I asked myself, why are they so unshakable while I crumble so easily? The answer was both simple and difficult. They had mastered their minds, not through numbness or cold detachment, but by deliberately refusing to surrender their inner state to the whims of the world. Day by day, they chose not to hand control of their spirit to circumstance. It's easy to collapse under pressure, to excuse every bruise as proof that you feel more than others. The difficult path, reserved for those who want to become unbreakable, is to rise anyway and begin building a fortress inside yourself. Facing life's challenges. So I started the work. Every day became a test. Life seemed determined to push me to my limits. Provocations, disappointments, sudden shifts that threatened to break me. I stopped wishing for easier days. Instead, I welcomed these challenges. Each difficulty became an opportunity to reinforce my inner walls, not to shut life out, but to protect the sanctuary of my mind. Life will always try to trespass. It will prod at your weak points. Your job is to become the architect of your mind, brick by brick, stone by stone. If you're tired of being tossed around by every little thing, start today. Notice how quickly you flinch at criticism, how easily you let a careless word affect your mood. Each time you resist the urge to react, you are not surrendering. You are building another brick in your fortress. Mastering sensitivity. There was a time I believed that to feel everything deeply, to flare up, to defend myself at every slight, meant I was alive. But uncontrolled emotion is destruction. A man ruled by his sensitivity is not living. He is being lived. He absorbs every glance, every whisper, every judgment. His peace belongs to the world, not himself. To grow, I had to let my old sensitivity die, not to become numb, but to reclaim authority over my soul. Each age to react became a signal, a reminder that not every battle requires engagement. True strength is calm in chaos. It is letting offenses pass through you like wind through the trees. This is power at its purest, turning pain into power. Pain comes uninvited, persistent, knocking at the worst moments. I tried to ignore it, avoid it, distract myself, but pain ignored is pain delayed. Over time, I realized that pain is not punishment. It is an invitation to build resilience. Every sting, every disappointment, every regret was raw material for my inner strength. Avoid it, and it becomes suffering. Face it, and it becomes power. Life will always challenge you. True strength comes not from comfort, but from enduring discomfort without being broken. Every time you accept pain instead of dodging it, you lay another foundation stone in the fortress of your mind. Strength is not measured by how much pain you feel, but by how steadily you endure the storms life inevitably throws at you. Life constantly tests your boundaries. Every challenge, every discomfort, every unexpected moment is designed to see whether you have fortified yourself or if you will let chaos flood in. Understand this. No one can insult you unless you hand them the weapon. No one can disturb your peace unless you leave your mind unguarded. The weakest point has always been within you. The world only exposes what you have left unprotected. If you want to change, start by becoming vigilant, not against the world, but against your own tendency to surrender your power at the first sign of discomfort. Life will arrive unannounced. The question is, will you meet it with strength or be swept away by every passing storm? Build walls, not prisons. Transformation never comes quietly. It begins the moment you grow tired of your own fragility. I remember the day I noticed it clearly. I stood among people who could walk through chaos without flinching, whose peace was untouched while I crumbled at the slightest disturbance. I asked myself, what secret do they hold? The answer was both simple and difficult. They mastered their minds, not through numbness or cold detachment, but through a disciplined refusal to surrender their inner state to the whims of the world. Day by day, they chose not to hand over control of their spirit to circumstance. It is easy to collapse at every push, to excuse bruises as evidence of feeling more than others. The hard path, the path of those who wish to become unbreakable, is to rise anyway and begin building a fortress within themselves. So I began the work. Each day became a test. The world seemed eager to break me. Disappointments, provocations, sudden shifts that threatened my balance. But I stopped wishing for easier days. I welcomed these trials as opportunities to reinforce my inner walls, not walls to shut out life, but boundaries to protect the sanctuary of my mind. Life will always try to trespass. It will test your cracks. Your duty is to become the architect of your own mind, brick by brick, stone by stone. If you are tired of being at the mercy of every little thing, start today. Observe yourself. How quickly do you flinch at criticism? How often do you let the outside world dictate your mood? Resist the urge to react. Let the world pass through you like wind through open hands. Each time you do, you are not surrendering. You are laying another brick in your inner fortress. Over time, these small acts become the foundation of your strength. You are building a sanctuary, not a prison. Only your chosen responses, your highest judgments, are allowed to take root. This is a discipline that separates the fragile from the fortified, the passenger from the captain of their own mind. Mastery over sensitivity. There was a time I thought that to feel deeply, to flare up, to defend myself at every slight, was proof of life. But uncontrolled emotion is destruction. A man ruled by his sensitivity is not living. He is being lived. Every glance, every whisper, every judgment shapes him. His peace is no longer his own. To grow, I had to let my old sensitivity die, not to become numb, but to reclaim authority over my soul. Each urge to react became a signal, not a command. The world will always invite you into battles, but most are temptations you can refuse. True strength begins when you see the choice, to let offenses pass like wind through trees, to leave petty provocations untouched. Calm in chaos, that is power, turning pain into power. Pain comes uninvited, persistent, knocking at the worst moments. I tried to avoid it, ignoring hard truths, drowning the ache with distractions, but pain ignored is pain delayed. I eventually saw pain differently, not as punishment, but as a tool to build capacity. Every sting, every disappointment, every regret was raw material for strength. Pain met willingly becomes a forge for resilience. Avoid it, and it becomes suffering. Face it, and it becomes power. Life will always challenge you. Strength is born not from comfort, but from bearing discomfort without being broken. Each refusal to yield, each acceptance of pain, lays another foundation in your fortress of mind. Mastery over reaction. Everything changed when I stopped obeying every feeling. Anger, pride, sadness. They were storms, not mandates. Emotions are weather. They come and go. They color your mind temporarily, but are not you. To be fully human is to claim the space between stimulus and response. Pause. Observe. Decide. Each moment of restraint, each refusal to react becomes habit, then nature. You rise above emotions, steering your life with intention. This is not numbness, it is mastery. The hidden cost of trivial battles. Most suffering comes from battles that were never yours. Every slight, every misjudgment is an invitation to react. A reactive life drains energy and peace. Those who carry true composure let trivial things pass, not from laziness, but from discernment. Not every provocation deserves your energy. Decline the unworthy, and you grow stronger. The discipline of indifference. Indifference is misunderstood. It is not apathy or coldness. Real indifference is deliberate care for what truly matters. For too long, I gave away pieces of my soul to trivialities. The shift occurs when you step back, become the observer, the director of your mind. Irritation meets silence. Rudeness meets calm. This is not suppression. It is prioritization. The mirror of the mind. I used to blame the world for my suffering. But the greatest enemy was myself. The mind, left unchecked, invents threats, magnifies pain, and fuels unrest. Once I realized this, I became gatekeeper of my thoughts. Challenge every negative impulse, interrogate every worry, and watch most of it dissolve. The mind, once disciplined, becomes your greatest servant. Rituals of inner strength. Strength is built quietly through daily rituals. I discipline myself, not for show, but to claim command over my life. Simple acts, making my bed, walking in the quiet morning, pausing before reacting, became the bricks of my inner fortress. Strength is not one grand act. It is the accumulation of small, deliberate choices. Freedom through ownership. Real freedom begins when you claim responsibility for your inner life. No one can make you angry or sad without your consent. The chains on your peace are forged within your own mind. Take ownership. Close the gap between expectation and reality. Let only what empowers you take root. Guard your inner world. Build your walls strong, and nothing can disturb you unless you allow it. The unbothered mind. One day, you notice a subtle shift. The chaos remains, but you are untouched. The storms pass overhead, unable to shake your foundation. Your mind is a fortress, your spirit calm, your life truly yours. Pain, discomfort, criticism, they are now mere ripples. Mastery is not a destination, but a daily habit. Nothing. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring more motivation and guidance to everyone striving to